Alrighty. On your handout, at the very top in the white area, next to where it says study guide, underneath it, the word date, you have big old white blocks. Does everybody see that big old white box?
Yeah.
Awesome. Please write your essential question. Your essential question, how is a reflection like a flip? Alright. You're writing it right up here in the top box, little area right there. How is a reflection like a flip? Alrighty, I'm going to keep reading to you while you write. This is our 810A study guide. Integration, geometry, reflections. Okay? When a figure is reflected on a coordinate plane, every point of the figure has a corresponding point on the other side of the line of symmetry. To reflect a figure over the x-axis, you're going to use the same x-coordinate and multiply the y-coordinate by -1. If you'll take your highlighter and highlight that second sentence right there, if you did not get a highlighter, you need to do so now. To reflect a figure over the x-axis, use the same x-coordinate and multiply the y-coordinate by -1. I'm going to make that even easier. Okay? I'm going to make that real easy. Keep the number, flip the sign. Okay? When you're multiplying by -1, all that's going to do is keep your number the same, right? Because 9 times 1 is still 9. Okay? When you multiply by 1, it doesn't change your number. Multiplying by the negative, well, it's going to make a positive negative, and it's going to make a negative positive. So really, keep your number, flip the sign. So we'll make that little note. If multiplying by -1 is confusing, just keep the number and flip the sign. Or switch the sign might be a little bit better wording, since we're talking about flips today. Okay? So when you're going over the x-axis, the x stays the same and the y changes. If you're going over the y-axis, the y stays the same and the x changes. And that's your second sentence. To reflect a figure over the y-axis, multiply the x-coordinate by -1 and use the same y-coordinate. So whatever axis you're flipping over, that one doesn't change. Change the other one. Whatever axis you're flipping over, don't change that one. Change the other one. Okay? This becomes important when you don't have a graph. Okay, ladies and gentlemen? There will be times when you don't have a graph. Here's our example. We have triangle ABC, and it has those vertices. So that means it's this triangle right here. This is our original one. That's our original. And then we reflected it over the x-axis. Okay, there's our x-axis right there. Okay. So I reflected it that direction. That's going over the x-axis. And then we reflected it over the y-axis, so it went that way.